Hello. Welcome to Keep It Real Blabs. This is Keep It Real Blabs. I like to blab about not very important things. But they do tend to be too entertaining. So just stick by with me. Just come on, sit down. So we are going to be looking, not listening, to feeder allegations, living life at 600 pounds, and resenting Alexis, and a lot of downfall. Maybe my New Year's resolution should be to stop hitting that. I may just put it much further away from me. But anyhow, um, since Anne Boleyn put Alexis's name in this, supposedly Alexis went to Jordy's stream or some BS. I don't know. But let's see what she's talking about here, because she's talking fear allegations and all this nonsense, and it's coming from Anne Boleyn. I would say whatever she says here is likely a lies and
I just want to
propaganda,
preface this.
as I'm like to be, as I'm told anyway. That doesn't make sense, I know. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna watch Frida Allegations now.
Hey guys, welcome to a new
Hola.
video. So this is part one of a 4-part series.
Of what? Frida Allegations, living life at 600 pounds and resenting Alexis. So are these like four part series, really? About just shit that people say? Like, is this gonna be like just you know what, I should just watch it, should just watch it, but I don't know, there's probably like questions that she has been asked. Sorry guys, I slept for most of the day, okay? I'm not feeling my greatest. But I'm gonna guess these are questions that were actually asked. I still know how to say that.
Where I answer 100 of your questions, and I think it's questions I've never answered before.
Some, like, if you haven't done all of them, then you should just do that. Just stop freaking answering the same damn question of your favorite color or how many states you've been. We don't care anymore, Amber.
But who knows? I've been on YouTube for 11 years, so I don't really remember what I've shared. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm gonna be super busy for the next like 10 days or so, and I'm not gonna be able to have time to edit my videos. I will still be filming though. So I am pre-recording in this moment. So I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give you guys content, is to create this 4-part series. So since there are 100.
All right, this is stupid. I'm already gonna be angry at this. You can just stop whatever it is. If you're actually gonna be doing this for every other day, like, why don't you just stop with that time and just pick up when you come back? I don't get it. She really is the type of person that if she falls off, she can't get back on. I mean, but even if she doesn't, that's the thing. She just fails no matter what. I don't have an argument for this. Whatever, proceed, Amber.
Questions. It is 25 questions per part. So let's get into the first one. So I just want to preface this that I got all of these questions on random social media platforms where I was like, you guys, I'm doing a Q&A on YouTube. Send me in your questions. All right. So the first one is, who are your top 5 artists on Spotify Wrapped this year? Billie.
See, no one cares. Oh, by the way, guys, I am also doing checking out if this stuff works, the Tier mass fit makeup fixer. So let me know if it starts to, you just, melt. I will hear it, don't worry. Just
Billie Eilish was my number 1, which is not surprising. Second is Banks, also not surprising. Third is a band called Mansion Air, love them. Fourth, Montel Fish, love him. His music is so good. The fifth one I'm a little shocked by. It's The Weeknd. How often do you recommend that I wash my hair? So I am.
who the hell is asking this? Why are you being such an idiot and doing this? It's not even funny anymore. You're just trolling everybody. You're not even trolling her.
No hair doctor over here, but I do know that every hair is different, so I really don't know what to tell you. But
not a hair doctor, not a anything doctor, but she will tell you what she thinks though.
I have noticed that the healthiest hair is if you wash it just a couple times a week. Speaking of hair, I do get this question a lot. Would you ever cut your hair into a bob? Absolutely not. That is not my style. I don't think it would look good on me. It looks good on other people, but
I should have made this voiceover react, because I don't really have anything to say. I have nothing to say whatsoever.
That is not my thing. I love my hair long.
Oh,
That is
wait a
how
second.
I've always loved it. In my early 20s, I did chop it all off. If I can find some
Oh,
photos,
there
I'll
you
post
go.
them
So,
here.
okay.
But my hair was
You chopped it all off because you had a girlfriend that did and you wanted to do the same shit. That's why.
down to my butt. I went into the salon, literally just wanting a hair trim, and I left with my hair to my shoulders. And I cried. Yes, I did. It was the biggest mistake. I will never do it again. Have you ever been to Disneyland?
That was your biggest mistake, Amber? That was, it wasn't gaining the, probably the weight of 2 football players on. It wasn't that. It was just you getting a bob. All right.
I have. I've been twice.
At least you probably did lose weight.
Both times I went, I was 17. So if you guys remember me sharing, my foster mom did pass away recently, and it was actually that foster mom that made that dream come true for me. I know this is
Yeah, it was the one that did everything for you, and you always forgot to talk about her, didn't you?
going off on something completely
It was always like, oh, nobody cares about me.
different, but a lot of people have heard me talk a lot of bad things about foster care because I do have a lot of bad experiences in foster care. I will
And like everything in your life, you only focus on the bad. Just with the same fact that you have this channel that pays you well, you will only look at the negative. It's the same shit with you every day. I can't imagine being anywhere near you at any point because you are just so draining.
not deny that, but there are some positives as well, and that is one of them. Are you going to continue sharing fan art? No, not in that way, because it was just something I wanted to add as a part of Vlogmas that I
Did you find out that most of them were just trolls?
thought was really fun,
Freaking
and I
idiot.
enjoy doing it. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
You good.
Honestly, normally
good.
I have a whole list of resolutions and goals and things I want to succeed at, and I never follow through with any of them. So I think it's just really easy and manageable if I sit here and say, I just want to improve as a person, whether that's mentally, physically,
That's
spiritually.
great. That's great. Stop being an asshole first. Start by eating one less meal a day. It doesn't even have to be anything big. It really doesn't. Don't be a jerk to somebody for just one freaking day. Can you do that, Amber? Can you not make Emily your whole entire day for one day? Like, you can't do any of this shit. It's like, why even bother? Don't even bother, Amber. This is how you're gonna die. It's fine.
Like,
not all of us were meant to succeed in life.
Like, I am very like into the universe, and I believe that the universe and me are connected. I know that sounds weird to some people, but that's okay. Like, I really just want to be like just a better person in general, and I know I can start that anytime, and I have definitely improved over the years. But 2025, I really do want to focus more on like the therapy aspect and like improving my health aspect, and not really like set out flat out goals. More so just every day, even if it's just me being 1% better than I was the day before. What was your favorite and least favorite part of Vlogmas this year? So easily.
You know what? It's time to swig my ashwagandha tea, and I wish I had something harder to go in here.
My least favorite was the beginning.
Cleaning, she said. Why am I looking over here like it's gonna be, this screen is gonna tell me something different? This screen, what? Cleaning?
It was highly saturated in the fact that I was going through a lot of mental health and heartbreak because I was missing Rarity while also being attacked because
you were not missing Rarity at any point. Never, ever, did you?
I was neglectful in a situation where it was never my intent. Accidentally leaving that door open literally altered my life in the worst way possible.
Bitch, no. No, 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 okay? This is something that is documented. The way you live your life day in and day out. Ever since you went into that other girl's house, what's her name? Crystal. That's all you would do. It was open doors and lock them for the animals. You've always been in like this horrible thing of just like closing animals out of the house when you should be locking your freaking self out of the house. But no, don't say that it was just a mistake. This is how you live your life. By not thinking about others, not thinking about the animals that you supposedly love to death. No, this is just you. This was not a mistake. This is how you are. You do not care about anything else besides your own wants and needs. So shut the fuck up, please. Kindly.
And not only was I being attacked for a mistake that literally broke me and shattered me, I was being told that I was lying about the situation, which I wasn't. And I was also being told that a cat that was found deceased was Rarity, which definitely
it wasn't. How would you know? Exactly, how would you know? If this little knucklehead that's under here is pissing me off, he can. He's allowed to. If somebody said a dog looked like him, I will freaking be getting my ass down there no matter what. I don't drive either. Guess what? I'll be walking there too if I had to. Get the out of here with your nonsense.
Definitely was not the case either.
Freaking
So it was a
hate you.
lot at once while already going through mental health problems. But I noticed once I handled the rarity situation privately, instead of like broadcasting every single 2 seconds if there's an update or not, I noticed the backlash and the rumors lessened. And that definitely helped with my mental health and my heartbreak, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure you just decided what was it? Block Rarity's name off your thing, off your comments. That was all you did. So you don't have to read it. So yeah, of course you're gonna be feeling better because you don't have to read it. Sorry guys, I'm bringing that into 2025 with me.
I would say the best part of Vlogmas was the fact that I completed it. And instead of letting my depression stop me from decorating for Christmas like it did last year, I said, screw that. We're going to decorate for Christmas because
screw that. I'm not going to be a basic bitch. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, right. Fuck it. This woman has not worked a single day in her life. Stop it. Sorry. I'm getting notifications that I shouldn't be getting notifications. I'm getting notifications that I should clean up my phone. Yeah, so she decided that she's gonna leave that old Amber behind and the new one is gonna be a boss bitch. So love to see
I
it.
feel like that'll actually help my mood, and it genuinely did. Have you ever had a boyfriend before? Yes, I've had multiple boyfriends, but it was all like when I was a teenager and a kid, never as an adult. No, no, no. Have you ever considered digital planning? No, never, because I really love physical planners. I love physically writing. For the longest, I was reading so many novels and I was reading like the physical books. And then people were like, you should try a Kindle, you should try a Kindle. So then in my brain, I was like, you know what, let me try a Kindle because there's like this cute little small Kindle that I ended up buying. I was like, it's so adorable. And I realized it's just not for me. I feel like some things for me, I just can't do technology based. That's reading and also.
I won't lie. I do love my planners. I had like a whole little segment that I was gonna do, but Pokey got underneath the table. I didn't get in the mood for it to make like a little joke, so I just left it. But it was basically just making a joke to be able to show you guys my little windows. Because I do like to plan. That's a hobby of mine.
Planning. Those are things I just.
So I do use what is it, Notability or Notion on my iPad for for like school things mostly.
Enjoy doing like physically with a book, with a pen, etc., etc. Do you resent Alexis for bringing up the crumble cookie video? Honestly, no. It's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm an adult. I'm a sexual human being. I'm very sex positive, not a prude, pretty open book. So I don't really care actually. What I care about is people behind my back being creepy and sending it to reaction channels. Now that.
Girl, everything you do is so creepy, man. Um, I mean, Amber is the one that said that she doesn't really watch or consume anyone's content unless she's attracted to them, which I find to be extremely very creepy. So for her to like come out and say like, "Oh, you guys are being creepy," is just like, so laughable to me. But okay, Amber, go ahead.
That's weird. And I'm very glad that
Okay,
Alexis
Amber.
never did that. What moment in the last couple of years made you grow the most as a person? Living alone.
Eating. That definitely made her grow as a person.
Absolutely. The first time I ever lived alone was when I was 32 and I'm now 34. I'm telling you, I genuinely believed in my soul for a majority of my life that I had to live with someone, that that's the only way I was going to be happy because I was always scared to be alone. But you guys, I'm telling you, I thrive when I live by myself. I absolutely love it. And it's hard to have made YouTube videos. Would you? No. I absolutely would have still done YouTube. I probably would have just done it differently. I know the YouTube.
You would have to, because if not, that would mean you have to go to school. You actually have to get up out of bed and go do things, like keep a job. Um, you definitely can't just babysit your girlfriend while she's at work, and you can't come in to volunteer when she is at work. So I mean, yeah, like there'll be a lot of things that you would not want to do. So yeah, of course you will have to make a channel no matter what. You would still be a shit person, but at least you have your channel, right?
YouTube game. I know what people want, but I also know that there are things I have said and done online that I would have.
She knows what people want, but we'll definitely not give it to them. No. When we ask for something as her audience, she just basically is like, fuck off. That's what we get as an audience. So all you people that just actually just follow her for her, please let me know what it is that you see in her. I would like to know. It's not like I'm not gonna argue with you in any way. Except technically I can't even speak. But like I'm not up for arguing anything. I just want to know what about Amberlynn is entertaining without it being like this option optic of it. Um she's crappy. That's why I watch her, because she's just so unbelievably bad. It's just crazy to see that this isn't like a cartoon. This is the actual real person out there. So when if you say that you like Amber, what is it about her that you like? Is it what? Is it the way she looks because she's big? Um Honestly, I don't know what else. Is it because you actually do like her personality? And what about her personality is so likable? I do want to know all these things.
Never done, because I now, as a 34-year-old woman, I have learned from those things and learned from my mistakes. Do you plan on seeing Wicked? I have never seen like the original Wicked, but with the clips I've seen of the new one, it genuinely
That movie, none of you asked, but I was very excited to watch that movie. I've always wanted to watch the play, but never got around to watching the play. So I thought, okay, next best thing is this. But when the one that plays I hate myself so much that I don't remember the name. The you know the Green Witch, she went like on this whole black activist thing where she was talking about like how this a certain change done to the the title, the video, not the video title, Jesus Christ save me. um Honey, you're gonna have to fix this. When she went on a whole tirade being a black activist of the movie, which whatever was done to it was borderline racial and um, racist. That's when I decided I don't want to watch anything that this woman is ever in, ever, no matter how no matter how no matter no matter how absolutely mm, like no matter how gifted or anything she is, I don't want to put money in her pocket.
looks pretty interesting. So yes, I do plan on watching it. What is the last thing you ate? I had Buffalo Wild Wings and I got boneless chicken. The sauce I got on there was Asian Zing. I really like their boneless chicken because it's
Can you guys just call Pokey out? But Alexa, baby, come on. Oh, I'm gonna have to get
I
him
don't
out.
know that.
Alexa, I was not talking to you. Oh god. Alright, definitely didn't get him out. He won. He won this battle.
dry. And even the pieces of chicken that I normally would never go for, which are like kind of like the bigger pieces, they're still dry. I'm like, okay, pop off. And I've never once seen like a weird piece of chicken. So if you're weird about chicken, but you enjoy like a good boneless wing, I highly recommend Buffalo Wild.
If you're weird about chicken, but you still want to eat chicken on a regular, almost daily basis, just eat whatever she does. This is so freaking stupid, Amber. If you're not into chicken like that, you would not be fucking ordering it from fucking everywhere.
Wings. And I also got potato wedges from
need
there.
to
What
stop
was the
hitting
real
my
reason you
freaking
went
thing.
back to Oklahoma and
I'm
didn't
looking
stay
like
in
a straight up
Wisconsin? Because
over.
I have a whole ass apartment.
Sit up.
I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone. I do believe that Tommy as a person is my home, but in a responsible way, I belong here right now. So that is why we are currently in a long distance
Horny. Yeah, I'm totally going back to being a 13-year-old. That is freaking cornballs. That's hell, girl. Grow up.
relationship.
Oh, the girl that I've known for like 4 months is totally my home. So stupid. So stupid.
But I do see us moving in together in the future. How did you even hold that snake? Because it honestly looked so terrifying. That's what my mom said, but I love snakes. I've always loved snakes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see one every time you look in the mirror, right? Fucking
I will say it was exhilarating because it is a huge snake. It is by far the biggest snake I have ever held in my life, but I wasn't scared. I don't know. Did you really think that Jordy was stalking you? No, absolutely not. I never once thought that. Was there a particular reason you stopped sharing your weight? So as you guys know, I have done Ozempic / semaglutide twice. The first time I did it, when I stopped, I gained so much weight so freaking fast. I had a weird feeling it was gonna happen again, and I tried really hard not to let it happen, but sadly, I didn't try hard enough. It is very common that once you stop taking it, you gain your weight back. So normally, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, it's common because you start eating the way that you used to when you were not on the medication. Um, I don't understand why this is like such a new thing to you, especially you've been dieting for most of your life. I would say that you've been dieting for more years than most of the people that watch you have even been alive. Um, yeah, you know what you're supposed to do, yet you still keep doing it. So who gives a shit, really? Who cares anymore? We can tell whether you gained or lost. Is like the weigh-ins, they don't matter. What exactly are they gonna say anyway? Not really gonna show much except yeah, she gained. I told you she did. She lost. Yeah, yeah. I told you she. I mean, these are the conversations I have with the voices in my head.
Cared to share that because I've always shared that. But then all of a sudden, all of these rumors about my girlfriend were happening that were not true because that is not the way our relationship is. I knew that if I came on.
And of course, she needs to come out like a freaking knight in shining armor. Like, no, that's not Phoebe. You definitely does.
Here and said,
I'm sorry
because that's how the cookie crumbles. No pun intended. People would automatically blame her when ultimately it was my doing.
I completely forgot what the whole point of this was. Was it about the cookie crumble video? Or just
pattern that I've had my whole life since I was literally like 10 years old when I had
no,
my first diet. It was just
something
easier for me.
She's just going on tangent. I'm going on tangent. I'm going on a bigger tangent. Then she goes on a bigger tangent, and it just evolves into nothingness.
To share those things anymore. I want to protect and cherish the people in my life that I care about. The rumors about Tommy are not true. Are you excited or nervous to try semaglutide again? I'm definitely both excited and
trying so freaking hard to just freaking really glare at that camera. We get it, girl. Falling for her lies.
Nervous, and I will definitely share more of that as I talk more about my journey. Will you ever admit you?
I don't think she is that stupid. She does know the type of girl that she's with. It's just that she does not want to say anything that would, make Emily leave her, because then she's gonna be all freaking lonely. Just lonely Emily.
You are actually 600 pounds. I am telling you, human to human, face to face. Like, I know you're not here, but I'm acting as if you are. Here. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to move.
Correction. You were at 573.4 pounds, was it? I'm so sorry if I'm wrong on that particular number, but throwing 20 or so more pounds on there is not gonna change much. You were barely moving back then, but during the camera sphere, during this visual of you, you made it seem as though you were. So shut up. We don't want to know shit, and you like to lie. That's it. Sorry.
Saying that based on like knowing how I feel now at the weight that I am. If I was 600 pounds,
she freaking talks as if she's like 300 pounds. Even then, that with 300 pounds would be freaking massive. You're about 500, if anything. And now that you're talking about it so much, I'm gonna guess that you're actually higher. I forgot that whole thing, debacle of how you looked versus going and coming back from Emily. Yeah, bitch, you were big. Way too big for even 25 pounds. So I'm gonna guess that you're around 540. If you lost a couple of pounds, you're probably maybe at 525. You're still big. You're still incredibly huge. Like, it's not human proportions anymore that we're talking about. It really isn't. I'm sorry, Amber. You really weighed out of the human part of, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, you weigh more than pretty much 99% of the whole population. I don't know, man.
I would not be able to fit in my mother's car, let alone go.
You hid that from us even when you said that you weren't. I mean, that you were not able to fit into it. Like, it's just all a matter of waiting a couple of days to be able to just unswell, as you say, because you swell up. So you didn't show any of that before when it first happened. why would we think that you're gonna show it to us now? Like, we can't take anything that you say as truth, as honesty, because you lie so much.
Oh, and do things and walk around stores and go to bingo, it would not be happening.
You barely show any. Bingo is sitting down, and you barely show us doing anything in stores. It's just like just a little shot here and there. You could be doing everything under our noses, and we know that you lie.
Can you show your watch time on TikTok and Instagram? Sure. When someone asked this question, I screenshotted it just so I could remember because my memory is shit.
Well, it's the point.
I don't really go on TikTok and
Just
Instagram,
do it
as
now.
you can see. It does show
It's
on
7:26.
Friday that I was on TikTok for.
Look, guys, it says 7:20. Wait, no, 7:26, 51, 52.
For a bit more than usual. It's because I was gathering these questions.
11 minutes, Celia. Right now, you have more than me. I have a 3. And we'll have 140 in the other one.
What has been the hardest part to
Oh, wait, what was it? You know what? Never
having
mind. I'm an
BPD?
idiot.
A lot. And I don't know if I've actually overcome any of it. So I'm kind of going to rewrite the question and ask it as if, like, what's the hardest part about having BPD? It's the fact that you cannot regulate your emotions. Sometimes it feels physically impossible.
That's what happens when you have BPD and you do not do a damn thing to help yourself. So many people with BPD, myself fucking included, we have worked a whole bunch of time during therapy, with family, with friends, everything with family, to overcome these fucking emotions, all right? And the fact that you're just gonna take this shit out your butt and be like, this is the most difficult thing, guys. No, shut the fuck up, because you do not know what the most difficult thing is, because you're just using everything for fucking like clout in your fucking head. I don't even know how you think. I don't know how you even think. This is not going to do, like, what is it that you see when in yourself? Do you see yourself as somebody superior when you say, I have this, this, and this? Like, it just makes you seem smaller and smaller as a person, which is freaking crazy coming from a freaking almost 600-pound woman. You, the hardest thing that you have is the fact that you cannot take one single step forward to do anything for yourself. I would say that's your biggest issue. Nothing, nothing that, no mental illness, no anything. Not your weight, not your BPD, not your ADHD you say you have sometimes, not OCD, nothing, none of that, none of that. It's just you being a fucking awful person and always needing something else to be able to blame your nastiness on. That's your biggest issue, and it's gonna lead you to a very lonely life. Like I always say, you're gonna die alone, Amber.
Like during a BPD episode, which are actually sometimes called BPD tantrums, and that's not like in a rude way or whatever. It sounds rude because it's like tantrum, like calm down now, like I'm not throwing a tantrum. But
yeah, though it still is, Amber. It's called a BPD tantrum because you are indeed having a tantrum because you have not done any of the fucking work to make yourself whole again. You fucking have done nothing. And I hate that this is now the face that's being put forward when it comes to people with BPD, is fucking people like this fucking animal. Not all people are like this that have borderline personality disorder. There are many assholes, but shit. Yeah, you make me sick. You make me so fucking sick.
But that is just what it's called. So during those episodes, my rational self is still in.
But yeah, like I was saying, they're temper tantrums, they're BPD tantrums, because you are still throwing a temper tantrum, no matter what, how you slice it or dice it. It's still a temper tantrum. It may be a little bit harder than most people, but that does not mean that it needs to happen. And you're letting that happen. You're allowing that to happen. You're doing absolutely nothing to fix yourself. So yeah, it's still called a temper tantrum. It's still called a tantrum because it is a temper tantrum of sorts. And you really need to get help, because you do need to be able to have the tools to be able to freaking fix that within yourself. Not for other people to say, oh no baby, here, I'll give you what you need so that temper tantrum will go away. You need to fucking make that happen in your own fucking stupid ass head. All right, I fucking hate her.
She is like screaming at me, Amberlynn, stop. Amberlynn, calm down. Amberlynn, it's gonna be.
And what do you say? You say, shut up. Shut up. I'm an adult. I know what to do. You freaking told you probably talk like that to yourself. Sorry if that was really loud. But it is. It's the same shit.
Okay. Regulating those emotions and calming down, it literally feels like someone is telling you you have to travel outside into space and I want you to carry the world on your shoulders.
That's simply because you haven't done anything, Amber. Why are you gonna
That's not possible.
see? But the thing is that it is very possible. It's very, very possible to take control of your emotions. You just choose not to. Because it's too much fucking work for you, all right? Just like everything else, it's too much work for Amberlyn. It's fucking stop looking at us as if you're just throwing a truth bomb down because you're a fucking idiot.
It truly feels impossible to regulate your emotions.
It may feel it, but it's not.
And I'm fully aware that DBT therapy.
This dog seriously freaking went to sleep. Now we get to hear him dreaming.
He can't help with that. So another answer I have is having.
Have you tried any of that? No.
BPD makes everything feel more extreme than the average. Like the average person, they would say, yeah, I feel happy. Well, when we're happy, people with BPD, it feels euphoric. A regular person would feel angry. Us, we feel burning rage. A regular person feels sad. We literally feel like we're mourning the death of someone we have loved our entire.
Well, see that you have some things right and some things wrong. It's all dependent on the person anyhow. But everything that you're talking about are things from someone who is very, very out of control. So you can't exactly compare yourself to someone who's even done. I'm gonna do the shortest amount that you could possibly see some, some results. 2 months every single day, or 3 months every single day, or 3 months every 3 times a week. That's something that where I can say you'll likely start to see some improvement. Um, but this woman's out here just like she's just talking as if she's done it all. She's helping us plebeians.
Your lives. Everything feels so strong and like we're sensitive to like everything. So our moods switch really quickly. Like a lot of people get bipolar and borderline personality disorder mixed up because we both have mood shifts. So people.
Yeah, I used to be like that way back in the day when I was a teenager, but I had started I know none of you asked for this. I started therapy when I started feeling depression around 8. It was about the age of 11th when I was the age of 11, not the grade. By the time I was 11 years old, I was told my mom was told that I could probably use some mental health help because I was always very depressed and I was shy and stuff like that, but whatever. After a few years, they realized that I had borderline personality with not anxiety. I mean, I did have anxiety, but that wasn't a thing in the beginning. I had borderline personality and depression, and I only ended up finding out that I had borderline personality disorder when I was 21, almost 22. So in therapy since I was 11 to finding out I have borderline personality in 21 or 22. Yeah, it's a long time because so many of these things can come out that if you tell the patient way too quickly, that's usually what they're gonna excuse me, gross. That's usually what they're gonna run with, and it's pretty dangerous to tell people that they may have a certain something when you guys are still just figuring out, especially a non how you call it, a kid. Back then, that's when I was a kid. Someone that's not an adult, yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of changes just from the normalcy of just growing up, right? So if you tell somebody that young that they have like these different disorders, it can be not the best. But the thing is that yeah, like I was told way later on, when it happened to be like a constant after a few years. So I don't even know how she got I don't know if they've changed a few things in during this time period, but I know that she was told that she had borderline personality disorder like maybe after a month or so, which is I find that to be very weird, and it was also during the same time when she was trying to get her weight loss surgery. So if you guys wanna let me know what the heck happened there, because that's still a bit confusing to me. Or maybe it's just confusing because it's meant to be confusing by Amberlynn.
People with bipolar, their moods will change on days or weeks basis, while people with BPD like me.
Oh, I forgot why I even started doing saying that. Is because I would feel a lot of like, I would feel great one time, feel kind of cruddy, the next minute or so. And it was all because it was all borderline personality disorder based. It's just I never felt anything like when it was like something happy, I didn't feel it like to be like something, glory to God kind of thing like she's saying. So that's not true either. No. It's mostly the downs that tend to be just, you know, life breaking and mind breaking.
Our moods will change multiple times a day, sometimes even multiple times an hour. It's exhausting for us, and I'm sure it's very exhausting for the people around us as well. Would you be able to be in a sex?
Yeah, I tend to stay very quiet during the day, so like an hour time of me feeling something, you won't even be able to know what I'm feeling because it's just like I'm just like, this is my happy face, this is my sad face, this is my confused face.
Relationship. No, 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 no. This girly pop has done that before and she will never do it again. When I'm with the right one, I am like a sex machine. What am I saying right now? What is a rumor about you that is 100% not true? Girl, do you have all day? Because I have a whole list. But for the sake,
It would have been nice if you actually did have a list. Okay, let me okay, one thing that I think about you that is not true. Amber, you weigh 550. Go.
of video purposes and time crunches, there is a
Bitch acting like she has fucking somewhere to be. Where do you have to go? This whole video is only 13 minutes and 54 seconds, right? My video is longer.
few in particular that I would love to mention, but these are things that I promised myself I would never speak about again online. So we're gonna skip over those and move on to something else.
You're so
I'm gonna
fucking
choose something
stupid.
that is like currently happening. Two things actually. Go ahead. One, it is 100% not true. I am not a feedie. I am not in a feeder relationship.
I am not a feedie.
That is not what's happening here. Two, the fact that some people actually believe this is sick, but there are people who believe that I let Rarity out on purpose.
Yes, I do that. I do believe this. Yeah, that you did that on purpose. Mm-hmm. And if you think that makes us sick, Amber, realize how we got to this point. We got to this point because of you, bitch. It was because of you. All right? All these lies you've accumulated throughout a decade. I mean, you telling the truth is a freaking surprise in this freaking hemisphere of YouTube. So shut up, please. Please shut up.
To stay in Wisconsin longer. Tommy
yes.
didn't want me to leave.
Yes, Amber, we do. So you can say all you want, but we're gonna believe what we're gonna believe. And yeah, you are that type of person.
Tommy said I am welcome there forever.
We don't give a fuck about what Emily said anyway.
Rarity is my
nor do we even believe it most of the time.
Heart, my soul, my best friend,
and that's why you couldn't be bothered to even go and say, yeah, that's my cat, or no, that's not my cat, from somebody working in the ASPCA. Just shut the fuck up.
Everything. I would have never in a million years done that. And if you know me in person, you would know that to be true. But
I definitely would have called you and been like, what did you do now? No, I do think I would believe the same thing. This kind of nastiness does not come through so succinctly unless you are this type of person, and you're Amber, you are.
That's what people do. They create these really disgusting rumors about me and just like hold on to them for dear life. I know nothing I say will ever change anyone's opinion, but for the sake of answering the question, there's your answer. All right, you guys. So that is part 1, and I will see you guys soon for part 2.
All right, bye. You know what? We are gonna go right into.
Alrighty, you guys, welcome back.
Not now.
In this video, we're gonna talk about.
No. Okay, Ali Abdal. I do love his shit though. He be having some really great tips. So anyhow, I will see you guys in the next video that I'm gonna record right now.